powered by Riverside.
Welcome to the Vehicle City Sound Podcast. This is volume 2025, episode number 31. Our air date is Thursday, July 31st, 2025. I'm your host, C. Willie. I am joined again this week by the lovely and talented
Butter Peep.
She's still keeping me around. Don't really understand why, but I'm not fighting it. And we have a very special guest on this week's show. He's coming to us all the way from Cincinnati, Ohio. Would you please welcome Jordon Frank? Jordon, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much for having me. How you guys doing?
Well, we're doing fantastic. And before anybody says anything, everybody knows we're based in Michigan. You're in Ohio. There's that kind
doesn't
of
mean anything
rivalry thing.
Nothing.
I'm not a U of M fan, so we'll just
well,
get
and my sister went to U of M, and I went to a college, liberal arts college, which didn't have a football team. So, I'm a Bengals fan, and that's pretty much it.
That's all right.
You know what I mean?
Unless we're playing the Bengals, I will root for the Bengals. Big Lions.
And the Lions do play us. The Lions play the Bengals on, I think, our fourth game.
No kidding.
We'll try and take it easy on you.
Right. Yeah, you guys are great. You're a great team.
Well, you're a great artist, and you've been at this for a while. Tell us a little bit about what got you started in music, and give us the Cliff Notes version of what your history's been here.
Well, I guess, Cliff Notes way. I started playing piano at 8, and I quit at 12 because I wanted to play street hockey, which was stupid. And then I was in choir throughout high school and stuff like that. And then I went to college at a liberal arts college, like I said, called Rollins College in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, yeah.
And I started to take some music classes. I became a music major, and I picked up keyboard class, and I was like, oh, I kind of remember this. And so that came really easily to me. And I remember getting a Coldplay album called it was the Rush of Blood to the Head is their second album. And I learned clocks. And my teacher at the time, my theory teacher, was Mr. Rogers' nephew. That's the truth.
No kidding.
Mr. Rogers went to Rollins, yeah. His nephew was my theory teacher. And anyway, so I ended up I wrote my very first song at 16 years old. That's the truth. It was a teenage angsty song called Wasting All My Time. And we'll get to why that's interesting, is because I never did anything with that until I cut a 3-song album of my senior year of college. One of them was Wasting All My Time. The other one was called Always the Best Man. My dog's doing something back here. Always the Best Man. And then the third song I did was a song called, God, I don't even remember what the third one was called. But anyway, so that was my first, hey, I have some original songs. I got them recorded by a guy I knew in college, a really good producer, musician. And then I moved out to LA, for 2 years. When I was out there, I had submitted my song on a CD to this magazine thing, and they ended up nominating me for Best Punk Vocal for my song Wasting All My Time at the LA Music Awards. It was my first year there.
Goodness.
Yeah, and that was my first song I ever wrote.
The song at 16 now is nominated for a major award.
Yeah, it didn't win, but it was nominated. And then I was out in LA for a couple of years, and then I moved back to Cincinnati in 2009, I think. And I've been ever since. And then since then, it's just been a whole lot of different stuff I've done.
Some amazing music too. We've really enjoyed what we've heard. Who's influenced you? I mean, you talk about some of that punk sound. Who's influenced you in your?
I think it's by her every 5 years or something like that. I'm listening to other stuff and starting to write like them or like them. I think when it started, it was a band called Jack's Mannequin, which he goes by Andrew McMahon of the Wilderness now. That was my original inspiration, and also Coldplay. And then the more I started playing guitar, because I was a musician, I was a piano player first, and then I became a acoustic player. And then I started listening to Gregory Alan Isaacoff and the Lumineers and Mumford and Sons and things like that. And I got really into folk music and Dylan and other stuff like that. Let me think. Jack Johnson was also a big one for me. I really love Jack Johnson. And I don't know, I just kind of combined all the things I'm always listening to, and it's cool because I'm in a couple different bands now. I'm in a band just for fun called Attention Deficit Squirrel. When we they all have a bunch of kids, so we never really get a chance to do anything. But it's kind of like Blink 182, Newfound Glory, but it's all original stuff. And then I'm also in another band recently I joined last year that's kind of like Pink Floyd jam band music. And so that's really fun to do. And we're called Cheaper Than Therapy. So
Ooh,
it's
okay.
it's stuff I'm keeping busy, but I get to kind of delve into different styles of music that I like.
Well,
And I
it's
still
it's
get to put out my
interesting.
original like stuff that's like kind of indie folk stuff.
Right,
It's
right.
interesting you say that because when we're listening to your music, you can't pin it down to one band that we're used to. You know,
Hmm.
it's you are definitely doing your own thing.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, the first one that we've got queued up tonight is "Can't Hold the River." Tell us a little bit about that song.
Can't Hold the River, which actually won, it was last year. I think maybe it was last year, maybe the year before. It won American Songwriter Magazine's Best Breakup Song for like a contest. So that
All
was cool.
right.
Wait,
Um,
breakup song?
it's a breakup song. Yeah. Yeah. I
Ladies,
get,
turn it up.
I mean, I don't know if that's a good accolade or not, but my
Well, no
ex-girlfriend,
ideas, Quarter Peep. No ideas.
my ex-girlfriend doesn't, when I made, because when I wrote it, this was one that was weird because it was kind of like I wrote it while we were like laying together in bed. It was like in my head. I was like, this
Oh
is not
my.
going to work out.
Yeah.
And it was kind of like, and I couldn't put the pen to paper after that. And, and it just kind of wrote itself. And it's one of my favorite songs just because I know a lot of people have been in a situation. I mean, the idea of Can't Hold the River is that once something's going in a certain direction, there's no way you can really stop it from going that
Yeah.
way. You
Yeah.
kind of have to like admit defeat and say, this is it. I think this is going to be the way this motion's going to go. And whatever you put a dam in there or anything, the water is going to find its way.
Exactly.
And so
Exactly.
that's kind of what the song's about. But yeah, that's the nitty gritty about it.
I love it. I love it. All right, folks, you've got the backstory to this. Let's listen to Jordon Frank's "Can't Hold the River."
Scared to let you go, but I know it in my soul. Best to beat the storm before the thunder rolls. It's not an easy thing, trying to fly with broken wings. Gotta close the book before the story's told. We can keep on trying till we find our way. We can listen to what other people say. It's a cold, dark world when it looks that way. But she can't hold the river when it runs away. I gotta do what's right. It keeps me up at night, while my arms are wrapped around you tight. We're running out of time. It's not the lack of trying, but the future for us, it ain't so bright. We can keep on trying till we find our way. We can listen to what other people say. It's a cold, dark world when it looks that way. But she can't hold the river when it runs away. But we can keep on trying till we find our way. We can listen to what other people say. It's a hard pill to swallow when it feels this way. But she can't hold the river when it runs away. You can't hold the river when it runs away.
Yay!
Can't Hold the River. That's Jordon Frank, and you know I love as much as anything when we do these shows to get the backstory in that, because you talked about writing that while you're laying in bed. I can picture that. You know, you can just feel that from the
The
song.
second line of that second verse, where it says, "I got to do what's right. It keeps me up all night while my arms are wrapped around you tight." Because it's like,
Yeah,
I was just laying there like this isn't going to work out,
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
thing. And the thing about that
No.
song is raw. It's a raw song. It's not, when I got it produced, because it's just an acoustic in me,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and I wanted some more stuff to it. And the guy I was recording it with was like, I don't think we need anything with this.
Yeah.
Like, I
No,
think
he
we should
was
just
right.
keep it the way it is. Yeah.
He
Mhm.
Thank
was
you.
right. That's an awesome tune. Awesome tune.
Thank you.
All right, let's take a quick break. We're going to come back on the other side with Jordon Frank.
Can't take your purse into the show? Here's a safe and convenient alternative. Wallet Buckle. They're super stylish, convenient, and very safe. Go to walletbuckle.com and check them out. And if you enter the coupon code ORDERPEEP, you get 15% off your order. That's walletbuckle.com.
Welcome back to the Vehicle City Sound Podcast. We are with Cincinnati, Ohio's Jordon Frank. Thank you for joining us tonight, sir.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Thank you for having me.
So we were talking a little bit about the song we just played, Can't Hold the River, and how you wrote that, where that came from. What is your creative process? When you're putting a song together, what's it look like?
Man, it really just depends. I mean, a lot of times, most of the time, it's me playing something on the piano or on the acoustic, and then I start writing. Recently, I was in Amsterdam for a couple weeks playing at this piano bar, and I wrote this song because I loved Amsterdam. It was the nicest people. They loved music there. They loved singing along. It's just great. And I was they put me up in an apartment up there, and there's this little busted piano they have up there, like a little mini keyboard that was like halfway working. And I wrote this song called "Oh Amsterdam," while I was there, and I had
All
sat it on
right.
top of my body on the bed and like played the keys that kind of worked. Half of it didn't, half of it did. And I wrote this tune as I was coming up with the chords. And so it really just depends. Sometimes it's words first, but for the most part, it's me sitting at the piano playing a riff or something like that.
Yeah, yeah. And do you find, I mean, you talked about this, the very first song you wrote at 16 that becomes a hit many years later. Are there songs for you that you write and they stay on the shelf for a little bit? Or are there songs when you write them, now I want to do it right now?
So there's songs that I've written that I came back to for publishing companies that, hey, that wasn't my favorite song, but they're looking for a song that's kind of like this. Okay, that kind of works. Maybe I'll tinker with some of the lyrics and then basically sell the song.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, and sometimes, as Quarter Pete found out, you have a song that gets played somewhere that you didn't know was going to be. What's that story?
Oh, for
Quarter
me?
Pete?
Oh,
You
for
you were
Puerto Rico.
talking about the Hilton story?
Did you have a song play on a TV show?
I've had songs play on different TV shows. Yeah.
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 You tell us about those. I found them because I'm a sleuth and I'm like, these are great songs. I think everyone needs to go check out the episode just to hear the song.
Yeah. Well, it depends on what show you were talking about. Sometimes I've got that was the song I had on Paris Hilton's like last thing. Yeah. And that song, they didn't play the lyrics. They just played the piano part. But again, that was one of those songs that I had gotten sold to a publishing company that got it on there. Um, that song was called Why. That song's called Why.
Okay.
Also about another breakup. I'll
That's
just
on
say,
episode
we're
number
seeing
3.
we're
what's
seeing a
that? Okay.
pattern here, Jordan.
I'm not going to say I'm the male Taylor Swift, but I will say that I can write pretty well when there's breakups involved.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, what is it? It's life experiences. That's what we write about. What we talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah. This next one you've got on the list here for us is "Living Like Me," and I just, again, another one that I just absolutely love this song. Tell us
Thank
about
you.
"Living Like Me."
That's my newest song. So I spend a lot of time, not a lot of time, but I work for cruise ships and play music on cruise ships.
Okay.
And I play at piano bars on cruise ships. We're just doing cover stuff and this and that, but that's what I do for like a living here and there throughout the
Mm-hmm.
year. And so I've been to a lot of different places. I've been, to the Mediterranean 3 times. I've been to the Caribbean twice. I've been to Greece. I've all these crazy things. And so I wrote this song about all the different places that I had been and the stories that I had done about while I was there, pretty much. And that's kind of where it came from. It was like people were always asking me what's it like to do the cruises, and I was like, well, I should probably write a song about it.
Well, what a great time too. That must be a fun life to be able to do that sort of thing.
Absolutely, yeah. And I work with great people, and I'm very privileged and grateful to be able to continue to do that. So yeah, definitely.
So this will be what we all want to aspire to. We're going to be living like Jordon.
This is when people say like, hey, you're really living your dream. You're really doing your thing. Even though I'm not always playing my original music,
Oh, sure.
I'm still playing and performing for people around the world.
Absolutely. All right, let's give this one a listen. This is Living Like Me from Jordon Frank.
I drank shitty white wine in castles in Lisbon. Stayed up drunk all night and walked around Pompeii. Got a few tattoos in old Cozumel. I got myself a massage and I was on my way. I had a blast in El Paso, a bit too much. Man, the way that they drink, I shouldn't be judged. Smoked some weed in Jamaica, rode a donkey in Greece, swam with sharks in St. Thomas and hung out with monkeys. Life can take you to places you can only dream. Sometimes it's what you want, sometimes it's what you need. Take the good with the bad and everything in between. They say it's crazy out here when you're living like me. Drank some beer on the beach in the Dominican. Kissed the girl in the ocean while her brother got tan. Smoked cigars in Puerto Rico with a friend of mine's dad. Had a pork fry lunch that wasn't that half bad. Life can take you to places you can only dream. Sometimes it's what you want, sometimes it's what you need. Take the good with the bad and everything in between. They say it's crazy out here when you're living like me. When you're living like me. I pushed the Leaning Tower a couple of times and I found a few hearts that shouldn't be mine. I tripped a little in Italy and then played a show. Hell, if I was any good, but sometimes that's how it goes. Life can take you to places you can only dream. Sometimes it's what you want, sometimes it's what you need. Take the good with the bad and everything in between. They say it's crazy out here when you're living like me. Yeah, it's crazy out here when you're living like me. When you're living like me. Take the good with the bad and everything in between. It's crazy out here when you're living like me.
I'm jealous.
There's a lot of things I say in that I shouldn't have been doing on the ship. I haven't listened to that in a while, so I was like, it's kind of funny when you don't listen to your own stuff and you go, that's a good song. Like,
Yeah, it is.
That's a good song.
Well, don't tell Quarter Peep, but I'm going to start living vicariously through you. So. No, excellent tune.
Thank you.
And your music is so much fun. Even though the first song was a breakup song, it's got that message to it that we can all relate to. And my goodness, we all want to have the good time that you're having on the cruise ship, and what you're doing with this. It's relatable.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing about when I'm making art is to not, tell my story or tell what I'm trying to convey, but also, hopefully someone can relate to what I'm trying to say. Because I love
Absolutely.
songs where I can go like, oh my God, I know that feeling. I've been there. I know
Yeah.
exactly what that feels like,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know?
Those are the ones that we want to put on repeat and
Right.
just keep listening to.
Right.
You
And
just
that's
crank it up a little higher each time you try it. Yep, yep.
you
Yeah,
bet.
sure.
You bet. Jordon, where can folks find you if we've got some folks that are listening tonight that say, hey, I need to hear more of Jordon?
Well, thank you for listening, honestly, and I appreciate you guys having me. If anybody was interested in listening to me. Now, here's the problem is that it's Jordon, and that can be an issue.
Well,
And
and
that
you know from our first email to you that it was an issue here.
Yes, exactly, exactly. So, you know, my parents were hippies, and they named me after the Jordan River, and then they were like, "But we're gonna spell it differently." And I was like, "I don't really see a point in that." Yeah, but that's what they did. And I remember probably like early 20s. I'm like, Mom, no, I'm like, because I started calling myself, frankly speaking, for a decade because I knew people couldn't spell Jordan. And then I got to a point where I was 40 and I was like, I'm just going to go back to my original name. If they can't spell it, they can't spell it. It is what it
Yeah,
is.
there you go.
But they can find me at Jordon Frank, just JORDON FRANK. Look that up on Spotify. Look it up on Apple Music. I don't have a website right now, but you can find me on Jordon Frank Music on Instagram and Jordon Frank Music on Facebook.
There are a lot of spots that are out there. We found them. Quarter Peep is our sleuth. And
Yes.
she has found all your music out there, and we absolutely love it.
Thank you
really
so much.
enjoy it. You bet, buddy. And the last one that we've got queued up tonight is "Feeling Good." Tell us about this one.
This one is kind of a feature. Like, I'm featured in it. I'm with my buddy Philip Good. Now here's the deal. I've never met him in person. Still haven't. I've never met Reed, the guy who produced this track, in person. Still haven't. So I think it was 2 years ago in February, and I knew this guy Philip Good was getting traction. But when he was from the west side of Cincinnati, but he lived in Florida. And I could see, like, you know, he was getting placed on the Billboard Top 100, on iTunes Top 100 all the time. And so I just hit him up, and I was like, you know, kind of like riding his coattails. I was like, look, let's just do a song together. We're both from Cincinnati. This could be cool. And he said, what do you want to write about? I said, we should do a song called Feeling Good. We should do it like, because your name's Philip Good. We can write something about the lake and, you know, like something about hanging out in the summer and make it a summer tune, you know? And then he goes, all right, well, hit me up with a chorus or something and send it to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I wrote the hook on acoustic, sent it to him. He was like, he had one change he wanted for it. I said, cool. I think I got, like, I put the piano down and the bass, and then I sent it to my buddy Reed, and he made the track. I sent it back to Philip. I'd say it took like 2 months, maybe 3 months later, he sends me back his parts, and he goes, do you want to do the third verse or the second verse? And I was like, oh, you want me on this, like, as a verse? Okay, cool. So then I did the second verse, sent it back to him. His buddy mixed it, and then that was the track. And we got it enough people to buy it and pre-sale it that it got to number 99 in the iTunes Top 100.
All right. So
and that came out not this past July 4th, but the one before.
Okay.
Fantastic. Well, let's give this one a listen. Up to 99 on the chart. This is Feeling Good.
Yo, Philip, you feeling good? Man, I'm feeling good. All right, bet. Come on, let's go. We going to the lake? Man, let's have a good time.
Sky blue, sun shining through. About to meet up with the whole damn crew. Cause that crew is all full. Man, I'm feeling good. Oh, man, I'm feeling good. Friday couldn't come too soon. Trip to the lake and you should see that view. All I need is me and you. Man, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. I got a smile up on my face. Let's take a trip to the lake. I'm gonna wash my sins away. Looking for the sunshine, tan before it's lunchtime. Grab a few beers, man, I'm here for the fun time. Building up the flame and it feel like it's summertime. Catching the vibe, I'm so high, I'm never coming down. I think I might be tripping. This whiskey's hitting different. We tipsy, getting lifted. Man, I'm feeling good tonight. Sky blue, sun shining through. About to meet up with the into the water, splashing around like we're kids again. Damn, man, I think I might be tripping. This whiskey hitting different. We tipsy, getting lifted. Man, I'm feeling good tonight. Sky blue sun shining through. About to meet up with the whole damn crew. Cars back, coolers all full. Man, I'm feeling good. Oh, man, I'm feeling good. But I couldn't come too soon. Trip to the lake and you should see that view. All I need is me and you. Man, I'm feeling good. I think I might be tripping. This whiskey hitting different. We tipsy, getting lifted. Man, I'm feeling good tonight.
Yep.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Summer
Feeling
banger.
good. Oh, that's fantastic. That's one of those summertime songs. You know, that's
Right.
one of those that, okay, I feel this. We're going to be cruising down Main Street playing this as loud as we can play it.
Absolutely. Yeah, thank you.
Wonderful tune, as all of them are. So relatable. Feels so good about it. Feeling good from Jordon Frank. And I don't know if I want to go there or not, but we were talking a little bit before we turned the mics on. Cincinnati chili preference?
Gold Star, but honestly, I'll take whatever. I'm not a huge fan of it.
Well, we just had to get that little piece out of there. So.
Yeah. I don't think
Hey,
anybody's
Jordan.
going to get that mad at me. There's people that like Gold Star. There's people that like Skyline. It's really your preference. If they're going to, stone me or whatever it is because I like Gold Star, then so be it.
I don't think that's going to happen. Not when they hear your music.
Oh, yeah.
Tell us one more time where people can find you, Jordan.
On Apple Music or on Spotify, just type in Jordon Frank, Jordon Frank. You can find me on Instagram at Jordon Frank Music or on Facebook at Jordon Frank Music. I usually reply to everybody, so check me out there.
Fantastic. We appreciate you joining us tonight.
Absolutely. Thank you guys so much for having me.
You bet. Hey, Quarter Peep, who we got coming up next?
Yes, so we have Max Norton.
Looking forward to talking with Max as well. That's a wrap on tonight's show. We got to thank him one more time. Jordon Frank, thank you so much for joining
Thanks
us.
again, guys. I really hope everyone enjoyed what they heard, and please be good to yourself and be good to others.
Absolutely. And folks, thank you so much for being good to us. We appreciate all the support we've had from you. If you know another performer like Jordon Frank that you want us to talk with, drop us a line at vehiclecitysound@gmail.com. You want to know where we're going to be, and we've been traveling around a little bit. Vehiclecitysound.com is the website. Got our schedule out there and who all is going to be playing with us. Thank you once again for joining us, Jordan. And hey, everybody, be good.
Take care, everybody.